Welcome back to my channel, everybody. Karuna Satori here, and today's video is a very special video. Very special dedication video. I hope it is special to you guys as it's extremely special and important to me as well. So first I would like to say that this video would not be possible if it weren't for one of our beautiful, amazing family members known as Mary Ramsey. She has went above and beyond and has been sending me all kinds of memorabilia from who this video is dedicated to, known as the Godfather of ASMR, Bob Ross. And Mary, I would like to thank you so very much. It started out with a letter, and then she sent me a game in which I've used in 2 of my videos, and then today she has sent me a ton of Bob Ross items, in which I am incredibly thankful for and incredibly excited to share with you guys. So I actually took this piece of paper here and wrote down a ton of Bob Ross facts, a little biography, just for those of you who aren't very aware of Bob Ross. I would totally like to share his story, just a little background for those who don't know. So, and then, you know, my backstory of how I know who he is and things of that nature. Because I'll be completely honest with you, when I started ASMR, I didn't even think about Bob Ross. I just kind of was going off of what's in my makeup bag. That's like my first ASMR video, so. This video will feature a number of triggers. Tapping. I plan on getting my acrylics back eventually, but I'm going to try to do a variety of triggers because, again, this is a video dedicated to a person who didn't even know he was an ASMR artist, and why not include, you know, ASMR in it. So let's begin. So first I would like to show you guys my shirt. I found this at Target for $12. It says, "Ever make mistakes in life? Let's make them birds." Yeah, they're birds now. I just thought that was really cute. I was like, I have to get this shirt. Whenever Mary had sent me the game, I was like, I want to do a video dedicated to the game, but unfortunately it's 2 players, and if I brought Vic in here or something, like, you know what I mean, we would just like end up, because we're very stubborn in regards to gaming. So let me start off by reading a little biography, which is very short, and we'll do it very soft, just like his voice. Okay? Bob Ross was an American painter who taught art and was a television show host on, quote, The Joy of Painting from 1983 to 1994. He had his own television show. He was an artist himself, obviously, and he actually learned from a man who did the show. It was called something else. Forgive my ignorance, I did not write it down. But it was basically his teacher taught him, and he came in. But before he started painting, he was actually in the military, in which I will get into soon. So let's get right into the memorabilia, and then I'll start reading some facts about Mr. Bob Ross. First, we'll go over the same thing that I showed in my last, not the last video, it was the video before last. In this game, Bob Ross, Art of Chill game. So a fact that I can know offhand is Bob Ross did not make any money off of his television show. He actually made his money by his brand, Bob Ross. He sold paints, and he racked in $15 million a year just on his brand alone. So the Art of Chill game, this is what it looks like. All these items are sold at Target. Unfortunately, I did not see them at Walmart at this time. I haven't seen them anywhere else at this time, and I obviously just shop at Big Brother, so Walmart doesn't have it, as far as I know. But anyway, it says, "Chill with Bob Ross. Celebrate the joy of painting in this game of strategy and serendipity. Earn chill points by painting landscape features like happy little trees and almighty mountains using colors and brushes from your hand of cards. That's pretty much the basis of it, and you can tell you don't actually paint in the game. But there's Bob. That's a younger version of him for sure. Talk to the tree. Make friends with it. Another fact I can remember offhand is that 95% of the 3,000 paintings that Bob Ross did in his lifetime were all included a tree in them. Literally, he loved trees. And he actually spoke about that when he was in the military. I might not even need this sheet because I like memorized all this stuff, but he was in the military, and he actually started painting because when he was stationed in Alaska, he was inspired by the landscape out there, which caused him to start doing landscape paintings and things of that nature. Gotta add the mouse. I'm real parched today. Alright. So now let's get into the other memorabilia sent by, again, our incredible family member, Mary. Mary paid, what was it, $42 to send this stuff, and I am just, again, very, very grateful, Mary. This stuff is going in my room like it's gonna just completely sit on all of my dressers, and I'll show you guys why. Okay, that was stupid, stupid. Okay. Alright, so I noticed the lights in the background are fading in and out. That's just the setting I have, so please, I hope it's not distracting. You probably wouldn't have even noticed if I didn't point it out. Oh, and this stuff right here, it's been 2 weeks since I've had surgery, and I cannot get this off. I can't. It's just, it's literally embedded. I took a toothbrush and, alright, enough about that. Let's get into the point. So, this box, again, is full of a ton of Bob Ross a ton of Bob Ross items, and I'm just really excited to show you. You can tell when I get excited because I start talking like very fast, so, okay, what should we do first? Alright, let's do my favorite thing first. My husband freaked out when he saw this. He was like, we actually seen it in the store the day that I bought the shirt, and he's like, can we get this? And I'm like, no, we can't get this because the cat will eat it. But he's like, no, we'll just put it up high, but we have a Bengal cat, so. The first thing, first off, let me read the card that Mary sent, because, ouch. Even though this video is dedicated to Bob Ross, I still want to give credit where credit is due tenfold, so. She sent me this adorable little card. Happy Halloween. You know, I can't even believe Halloween's coming up so quickly, I really can't. And it's holographic too, I didn't notice that. On the holosexual or whatever you guys call it. Love it. Inside, cute little design. I absolutely love fall, but unfortunately because of the past few months I haven't been able to enjoy it at all. But today, actually, the day that I'm dedicating this video to ASMR, I'm actually feeling better than I felt in like 3 months, and I'm really excited about that, you guys, and I'm really excited to share this stuff with you and like share what one of our family members from ASMR sent to an ASMR artist to dedicate to an ASMR artist to you guys who love ASMR. Like, do you get it? Like, it's so weird. Alright, enough of the cringe. Alright. To someone who is brighter than a jack-o'-lantern and twice as nice as anything under the moon. Get the hell out of here. That's so cute. Dear Sarah, here is more Bob Ross items to lift your spirits. Mary. I like how she put a little ghost here. That's adorable. By Carlton Cards. Thank you so much, Mary. I love it, and it's going to go on my wall at home. I have every single one of your letters that have been opened so far pasted on the wall, in which I'm going to do another dedication video in the future. So, Bob Ross Chia Pet. Literally want to mark it off of anything. Bob Ross died of lymphoma in 1994 on May 17th, and I believe he was 52. I have it on the back side of this page. Lymphoma is a terrible thing to have. It's a disease that really, I believe it's coughing, but lymphoma, it's like a sickness that it's like a cough, correct? Forgive my ignorance if I'm wrong, you can correct me in the comments, but that really bummed me out to hear that, because his life wasn't at all anything long, but he did live a very full life, an extremely full life. So here's the chia pet. You hear it? I guess those are the seeds. It really doesn't look like him on the front, in my opinion, with his smile right here. You know what, if I covered his eyes up, it kind of looks like my dad. Do you guys see my dad over here? Look at this. Does that look like my dad, kind of, without the eyes? Anyway. The joy of painting. Handmade planter. Easy to do, fun to grow. There's nothing wrong with having a tree as a friend. Bob Ross and his freaking trees, man, I'm telling you. It says, even a little tree will grow up to be a big tree. All it needs is water, sunshine, and love. The same as all of us. I dig that. You know, I did plan on getting an ASMR tattoo, and I want to get it on this arm. This arm is kind of my dedication arm to everything sacred in my life. You're like, yes, there's like a bondage girl on here. Excuse me, but anyway. So thank you very much, Mary, for the chia pet. Maybe we can do an ASMR video. Let me know down below if you guys want to see me try to, I don't know if does it grow right away? Like, what is a chia pet? I know that if you eat chia seeds, they're really good for you or something. But okay, I'm going to set this over here. Let's get another drink. So, the next, let's read, I know what I'll do. Let's read some facts, and then we'll go to the next two items, and then I'll read more facts and go to the next two items, because obviously my videos are all improv, and I can't do anything correct in regards to, what's the word, whenever you're like, oh, organized. Yeah, there you go, goes to show. Okay. Bob Ross made over 30,000, which I think I mentioned, oil paintings throughout his life. And again, 91% of his paintings were trees. So out of 30,000 paintings, 91% of them had trees in them. 30,000! And he donated all of them, which I'll get to. It was the next one. Bob Ross donated most of them. Bob Ross never got paid on PBS, which I did mention, which was his show. He was known for working very, very, very fast. And again, he learned that from his, is the word I'm looking for predecessor, which is like the higher up who taught him? I'm not sure. He made his income through his business selling paints. $15 million a year. Again, I mentioned that Bob Ross brand and everything like that. So this one I think we all knew, because on different times on his shows he would have animals with him. He was an extreme lover of animals. Like, he just loved animals. In the next one, if you noticed, he had a ton of animals on his show. And again, if you did notice as well, on his show, Bob Ross didn't have part of his finger. I remember looking and thinking it was a glitch in the show. I think it was part of his pinky. He lost it, what was he doing? Carpentry, I believe he did for a while. And although it was just a teeny weeny bit, it didn't affect his painting because it was on the hand he held the canvas. So. He held positions in the military that required him to yell. Believe it or not, yes, Bob Ross was in the military, and he was, I don't know if he was a drill sergeant, but he was something similar to where you're giving orders like clean the toilet or the lavatory or whatever, and things of that nature. So I thought that was very interesting. So one thing to go along with that chia pet, which is another fact I'll just read right now. Bob Ross could not stand his perm. It says he had it at first to save money on his haircuts whenever he got out of the military. He kept it because of everyone else stating that they liked it and thought it would be a good marketing scheme. I read along the line somewhere back then that Bob Ross actually got rid of his bob, or his perm at one point, and his producers or whatever who ran his contract were like, no, like, people hate it, and a lot of people didn't like it and stopped buying his products at the time, so that's why he kept it, but he actually didn't like it. So let's get on to the second products, because the third one I'm actually going to open. Mary sent me 2 of these, which my husband and I separated, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Are going to put these together, and I can't wait. Maybe I could use one of these and do a video of it. Yeah, I think it's really relaxing hearing people just do the puzzle pieces. But this is a Bob Ross 1,000 piece puzzle made in the majestic USA. I like that. That's cute, because he'd always say majestic trees and things like that. And I like how on all of his products that are being sold right now, there's a quote. For example, this one says, "This is not something you should labor over or worry about. Enjoy it." Bob Ross was very, very known for his absolute positive comments. But whenever, you know, since I'm such a Debbie Downer, I always think from people like William, forgive me, I can't even think of his name right now. He just passed away. He was very famous. He starred in Peter Pan. Please forgive my ignorance. I don't want to be disrespectful, but anyway, he was so positive all his life, and unfortunately, you know, died very unhappy. And I wonder if Bob Ross was like that, but, you know, it's like some people you can just tell. Like, Bob Ross was just so loving, and he truly wanted to help people. Like, he had his own television show and completely just donated everything. He donated all of his paintings a lot of times to schools, things of that nature, and it's just so sweet. You can actually get a Bob Ross painting online right now. I think they're like $3 grand and up. I'm not sure. So this one is Autumn Woods. You can see the trees. I always love how he did the trees. He would go like stuff like that, so I thought it was real cute. But it was very interesting as somebody who doesn't paint. I can't do anything in life, that's why I'm here. No, I'm kidding. But I liked how he would start off and it would be completely blank and you'd wonder how it would end up like this. And even watching it, you would still wonder, how did it just get here? Like, how did he get here? So. So there's Autumn Woods. And here is a second one. He always did the trees, his favorite paint, or what was the paint? It was titanium white, and he would do it like on Family Guy, like, cool whip. He'd be like, titanium white, or titanium what, or something like that. This one is Roadside Barn. There's like plastic covering his whole face. Final items that Mary had sent me are the absolute most adorable things. This one's open for some reason. These are both open. Absolutely adore these things. I have a friend, actually, he's an ASMR artist named Rafi. He used to be known as Duke Doom ASMR, now he's Darkest Star ASMR. Please feel free to check him out. He does all kinds of incredible role plays and things of that nature. He drew me, actually, one time on the computer as a pop figure, and I was like, what the heck's a pop figure? And they're these little pops, I guess, and they have, like, they're collectibles, and they have the dark eyes, and they made Bob Ross pop arts. And I remember when Mary sent me this, I was like, what? See, there's like pop television, I know there's like pop superheroes, things like that, and everything. So this is Bob Ross number 524. And let's see. On the back it says collect the entire line of Funko Pop television super stylized vinyl figures. Vinyl, forgive my ignorance. So let's open one. Well, first let's go through them and then we'll pick which one well, let's open them all, who cares? Because they're gonna go right back in, but these are so cute. You know, ever since I stopped smoking, what's interesting is the pads of my fingers are like not stained anymore. It's really weird, except for this one, you can still see it. But I just noticed that in the viewfinder. So, it's going on 2.5 weeks now since I've had a cigarette. Well, a surgery. Oh, that's cool, they open just like that. Like they kind of just... Oh, look how cool. Thank you so much, Mary. This is so neat. Look how cute. So here's Bob. Look how adorable. He's holding his little canvas. I didn't know his canvas was see-through. I didn't think it was. I don't know if they used his cut-off finger either. Kind of looks like it, if you can tell down here. I can't tell. Yeah, I guess so. It was this finger? I'm not sure. Maybe it's just the way the figure's made. But here's this one, number 524. So let us put him back, because I'm scared I'm gonna ruin it as I just slap him with plastic. So we've got 2 more of these. Okay, you can't have a Karuna Satori video, ouch, without me dropping anything and destroying it. So, yeah. We'll try this one more time. And then next time, I'm probably not going to do this at all. I hope these sounds are good for you guys. Okay. We did it. Bob Ross, everybody. Okay. So I'll go through another fact. Try to forget what just happened. Can you guys think of Bob Ross's biggest catchphrase? Why don't you pause the video and comment down below what you think it is, and then in like 10 seconds or something I'll do it. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1. We don't make mistakes, just happy accidents. Ew, my tooth. No, we don't make mistakes, just happy accidents. And yeah, I think that actually was all the facts. Those were the facts. So I have 2 more pop figures to show you guys. I love this one. Look how cute this one is. Wow, the box, I like the boxes too. This one is number 559, Bob Ross with paintbrush. Vinyl figure. Warning, choking hazard. I don't know what you could choke on here, but Bob Ross with paintbrush. I don't really understand what Funko Pop is like on its own. Like, are they very much collectibles? Because if they are, I kind of feel stupid for handling them, but gotta do it for the ASMR. But no, these are very cute, and I can't wait to host them. They're gonna go on my window, so maybe I can post a photo down below. But let's open him. This time I'm gonna keep him out and then open the last one, and then I'm gonna compare the two, so. Look how cute. Put that over here so I don't ruin it. They're very, I like smelling things. They're very, like, well-made figurines. You can turn his head. This is adorable. His little foot's caught in a bucket. You can't take that out. So how are you going to choke on that? I mean, I guess you have to put the warning label on here. So here he is. I like his little paintbrush. Okay, so we have one more. And this is number 560. So we got 560, 524, and 559. So I don't understand. Is there like 10 of them? Yeah, that's funny. I said earlier, I was like, it's only at Target. I had to travel 45 minutes away, which I have to do every Monday because of my husband. It's just very interesting because, but it's very interesting because that's the only Target we have is 45 minutes away. That's how crappy my town is. We just have like a super Walmart and that's it. Oh, thanks for that mean comment from, no, you know what? We're not even gonna go there because this is a very positive, dedicated video. But anyway, I like how it says only at Target. And this one is probably my favorite. He loves his animals. He raised a squirrel, that was it. He raised this, or no, it was a crocodile or an alligator in the bathtub, but I think he did have a pet squirrel at one point too. But this one is, again, 560. Bob Ross and Peapod. I wonder if Peapod was something that he raised or something like that. Doesn't show. But let's open it. He just came right out there. Peapod, no! Ow. Okay. Got him. Look at this! Look how cute! So I'll put little Peapod right here. So he looks satanic, staring at the camera at you guys. Yeah, this is like pretty cute. I like it. And he's holding his little painting. This is my favorite one. I love this one. I love everything you definitely sent, Mary. I'm so grateful, but this one is my absolute favorite one. I love that he's holding one of his paintings. And it's actually one of his paintings, like you can see it in the background. That truly is so, so cute. And the reason I kept this one out is because I wanted to compare sizes. I wanted to see if there was like different, you know what I mean? They really kind of did good detail on this. Like, for example, let's see. They did miss his finger part missing. There's none of these actually show him missing part of a finger, which is okay. But yeah, these are the Pop-Bo figures, or the Funko Pop figures. And yeah, those are all the memorabilia items. I got my shirt, the Chia Pet, the puzzles, and the Funko Pops. And again, I hope you really enjoyed these facts. Bob Ross, in my opinion, whenever I was growing up, I would watch him early mornings before school, actually. I can remember that far back, like elementary school, watching him on PBS, doing things like, he was painting, and I would sit there and I would listen to him go on the canvas or easel or whatever you call it. He would just like straight up whack that thing, like, and he'd even say it too, and that would always give me those tingles on my back. But little did I know that ASMR was actually a thing back then, and that is why ASMR is such an extremely important part of the community that we live in now, in the world that we live in now. You guys know I had surgery. ASMR saved me from so much pain. You guys know I almost died. ASMR saved me from the couple nights of pain after that. Just extremely, extremely good, positive thing that ASMR is. And I hope you guys truly did enjoy this video as I did, because honestly, there's nothing in this world that I can think of, you know, obviously besides like love and my kids and like crap like that. but there's nothing like as a pastime that is so pleasurable that I can think of is ASMR. So Bob Ross, thank you so much from the bottom of my person, from the bottom of my heart for existing. You have made an influence in so many people's lives to the point that there is this whole blossomed community basically because of you. So I hope you guys dug this video. I love you with all of my person, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay?